Welcome to Special Education. Today on the show, I got Guilty Simpson. Right off the bat, we got to get real personal. What song defines you? I put For the D.
The Real Me.
Why did you put The Real Me?
Probably because the time I wrote it, it's probably the mood I was in. Just something I always kind of just go back to. It was kind of like a turning point, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of really frustrated with some stuff, so I kind of go back to that. That kind of sums me up.
I feel like For the D, like, you kind of told your story, and you're really, really Detroit, so being like For the D, but you talked about Dilla, you talked about your relationships with people. I feel like you kind of defined it a little bit.
You got a point. So it's kind of up there, but not quite.
It's not the actual answer.
More right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What song would you perform at a strip club? I put Power Outage. What'd you put?
Mouth Music.
Both in the same lane. Very much so.
Power Outage is a little too romantic.
True.
For the strip club. You know? You kind of don't want to get romantic in the strip club. You kind of want to get...
It happens, though.
More, it does happen, but I tend to think when people hit the strip club, they're probably more in the freaky mind state. I don't think you really go to the strip club for romance like that. You know what I'm saying? So, Power Outage is more personal, spending time with, somebody, that's dear to you, I've dated a stripper before, but strippers aren't really dear to me. Yeah.
What would you perform for a group of third graders?
Wow.
I put The Time Is Now. Martin Luther King.
Oh, time out. You will get points for this.
Okay, all right.
Because that's exactly the song I was tempted to say when I said I should get militant and, scare the kids.
Yep.
Like,
I'm just saying.
How shit really is.
I'm just saying.
Can I cuss?
Yeah, no, we're on the internet.
How shit really is. But instead I got a song about my mother called Mama I featured, it's a solo song, so that's why I count it as my song. But it's on their project. It's a guy named JR and PA7.
Yep, they're dope.
Germany.
Yep.
And I got a song about my mother that I did with them. So I figured, if you're a third grader, if you kind of gotta, appreciate their mother, that's a good time. Yeah.
What would you perform at an old folks' home? And how will I go?
No, that's rude to say that.
Is that rude?
Old people, but
not a lot of people have songs about something like that, so I feel like
I was perform Get Bitches.
Bitches
at an old folks' home.
Why?
Because they've lived their lives. They need some fun in their life. You know what I'm saying? So I just think I'm a nice guy, so I think I would charm them before I perform to the point where they'd be a little bit more open-minded about my song. But I would tell them, hey, you lived your life, you had fun. I'm sure you had sex and lived and partied. We're gonna get live and make you young again for a few minutes. And, we're gonna rock out with Get Bitches, the rough version too. Not Get Riches. Get Bitches, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just rock out. I think they would have fun.
I think they would have fun too.
Has a catchy hook,
yes.
Mr. Porter singing it. I think they rock out to that.
Favorite person that you've worked with thus far?
It's really, it's very difficult to answer this, really, you know what I'm saying?
I think we wrote the same thing though.
It's not, you might have wrote the same thing, but the answer is so split that it's like, it's impossible, you know what I'm saying?
We'll get into that once we reveal.
Alright, yeah, go.
Dilla.
Yeah.
Easy. Why is it split though?
It's split because Sean Price.
Definitely. That's Random Max, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It just we were able to the time I was able to vibe with Dilla was music, and I was able to be friends with him for a short period of time. But he was sick also, you know what I'm saying? With P. We had been touring together, we kind of had bonded together. I know his family knows my family, Black Milk as well, you know what I'm saying? So, and actually, even working with Sean P, got me a Black Milk Coaster also. You know what I'm saying? He was always cool. I knew him before I knew Sean Price, but he was somewhere working and I was somewhere working. So I just think working with Sean Price, I have more experience working with him. So that means a lot to me too. I think Dilla, we just barely scratched the surface, and a lot of the stuff you hear that I did with Dilla musically, that was most of the time was spent with him was in the studio. We didn't do like a lot of stuff outside the studio like I did with people.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I super appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yay!
You did good.
Thank you. I appreciate that because it was ugly for a second. It got
He
ugly.
was on the road for a minute. He's like 0 for 3 I think. You got it together.